Yo, 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 it's your boy MachoManJay. We tapped in with Sounds of the Future. He got some questions for me, and you already know we about to answer.
Is that 508?
Yeah. No, I'm back in this shit. I'm just back in this shit. I'm back in this shit. I'm just back in this shit. Whoa. No, I'm back in this shit. I'm back in this shit. I'm back in this shit. Yeah.
What's up, it's Nolan. It's another episode of Sounds of the Future TV. Who am I here with today?
MachoManJay.
Thank you so much for joining us. So just to start off, I want to go all the way back to when you first started making music. What really inspired you to pursue a career in it?
I would say my influential artist I really was looking at from the start was Michael Jackson. Mm-hmm. And then that evolved to like Chris Brown and, other artists like, Tupac and stuff like that. I would say those are like the founding fathers when it comes to doing music for me. Mm-hmm. How I started getting into it, I got into it because motherfuckers said I couldn't do it. What I mean by that is just like people that can't do something, they project their fears on you. So I just continued with it.
So would you say that your career is fueled by, people doubting you in a sense? A lot of people, especially in this world, they kind of, even on social media especially, they try and put other artists down, other people down, just because, like you said, they don't have that confidence in themselves. Was it kind of hard at first to overcome stuff like that? Or were you always kind of confident in yourself? You're like, I don't care about that. Whoever doubts me, I'm going to do it whatever, my way.
It's always going to be hard. Like when you're trying to do something that no one else can do, or you trying to do something that's out the box and out of the ordinary to somebody else. So with me, it was always like my energy and that power I got from God. So like the naysayers from that, it was like more so, it was giving me energy and fuel to do it. Cause it was like, if this nigga can't do it, it gotta be a reason why he can't do it. Mm-hmm. And why is he not doing it? Because he can't do it. So let me do it. Let me show him how it's done.
So I now want to get into the type of music you make. Can you kind of describe your sound and like, kind of again where you pull from as an artist? Like
my sound, I would say is like it was like a melodic trap / I would say very fun. It exudes like happiness, Mm-hmm. It comes from a happy place, comes from a good soul. I would say that's where I'm usually drawing my music. And how I get my fuel to make my music, usually I just go back into that place when I first started making music. When I was like, with the guys, we was like, like when you're young, teenager, you probably just smoking and chilling and freestyling. Mm-hmm. And I tap back into that, like, you know what I'm saying? Tap back into the essence and the fun of it, like, because it all starts out as fun before the money comes. You know what I'm saying? It's fun. You have to look at it as fun for the blessings to come, because it's fun. It starts off as fun. It starts off as just lunch table rap. And then as you evolve, your career starts to evolve with it. You
mentioned how a lot of your music kind of has that happy tone and, fun vibe to it. Do you feel like the music industry is kind of, in a sense, pushing too much negativity on people now?
Hell yeah.
And what are your thoughts on the industry now in that sense? You feel like, a lot of people kind of know how the industry works in the sense of if you push this negative agenda, whether it be, drugs and violence and all that stuff, you're going to, blow up. But do you feel like the authentic stuff that's really just from the soul is getting kind of lost in the mix now?
Yes, most definitely. And you hit the hammer on the head. Like, it's a lot of people glorifying a lot of like bad stuff, a lot of stuff and then you got to understand that kids are very impressionable. You know what I'm saying? I'm 26 years old. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you in your 20s.
Yeah, 21.
We are the staple for the next generation, the people that's 15, 16, about to be 17, you know what I'm saying? So we got to set the example. It starts with us, you know what I'm saying? I can't be worried about what other people are doing. I got to worry about what I'm doing for the youth. And my music, it's not negative. It's just talking about the stories of my life and my overcomings and my shortcomings sometimes. And it also shows like, there's a better way to do things, you know what I mean? But as far as like the industry glorifying things, it's been here, you know what I'm saying? Like the industry's always been doing that. We knew that since Pac and Big, you know what I mean? So it's just up to us as the new generation. I speak for all of us. I don't just speak for myself. I speak for you too. You know what I'm saying? Even though you're right here, I speak for all of them. Even the new artists out there right now. We got to start pushing a better message, a better energy towards the world, because I know I don't know if you're a firm believer in Jesus Christ, but you know, he will return. So we gotta prepare ourselves for his return. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta, you know, do better too. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a saint. I'm not perfect. I'm not better than the next person watching this video. I still got a lot of things to work on too. But as I'm working on it, I'm seeing the ways of it, so that way I can help the new generation.
So to speak on the new generation and I guess the impact you want to leave with them, what is that impact, and is there like any particular way you would want to be remembered as an artist and as a person, like legacy wise?
I want to be remembered as a person who took his dream serious and made his dream what he envisioned it to be, and you know, always gave praise to the man above, of course. Like, you know, because this is not me. This, like, I may sit in here in the flesh, but the puppeteer that's pulling the strings is God. You know what I mean? So I always keep him first, you know what I'm saying? And also, my biggest thing is I don't want to just die and not be remembered, even though, like, you know, when your soul leave your body, you soulless. So why would you even care? But when you leave a legacy of music and just a bunch of, like, you know, things that you're doing to help the communities and help the world, that is a big thing. And those things never die.
So to speak more on your faith too, how big of a role, obviously you've expressed that God has played a big role in your career.
G.O.D. over everything.
And, you know, how do you kind of, I guess, utilize that, or is it a big tool in your career in the sense of a lot of artists, they turn to prayer or manifestation and stuff like that? Do you always kind of lean on that for your growth? Very
prayerful. I read the word every morning. You know, I don't know if you have the Bible app, but there's a Bible app that every morning it's a new verse. You know what I'm saying? I'm heavy into that. I'm heavy into reading the word. Even when things happen that's bad or good, I always give the praise to God. I'm always talking to myself. It may seem like I'm crazy. I ain't crazy, motherfucker. I'm having a one-on-one with my creator. You know what I'm saying? He's giving me ideas so that way I can give it to the world in a good fashion. You know what I mean?
So to speak more on your career, I always say that artists today aren't one-dimensional in the sense of you know, they don't just stick to music anymore. They diversify into different avenues, whatever it be. You mentioned earlier that you have some merch. Is that let's talk about that. So I want to talk about.
I didn't know you was gonna pop out the cut.
I want to talk about getting into the fashion industry, or making clothing, and you know, is there any other avenues that you want to dive into?
Well, for starters, anybody that know me and you truly know me, I've always been a fly nigga my whole life. You know what I'm saying? I've always been a fly nigga since high school, and I owe that to my parents, because honestly, I never wanted for shit when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? I always had the latest, anything I wanted. So they kind of like I benefited from, you know, their blessings, you know, bestowed upon me. So I was always a fly nigga. I never wanted for shit. So clothes has always been my biggest thing. I always like clothes, but for right now, my newest adventure that I'm really trying to like harp on is gaming. Like, I'm really fucking with that. Like 2K, John Wiggity, I bust niggas ass. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Battlefield, I'm on that. Call of Duty, I'm on that. Like Madden, I'm on that. So I'm very heavy into the gaming field. I'm dabbling with that. I got a new channel that I'm trying to get off the ground. I got a team behind me. You know, me and my cousin are doing it as well. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my boy Silk. And you know what I'm saying? We going full-fledged. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's really love behind it, because it's a bunch of people, not just me. It's about 6 other people that we put a channel together. Yeah. And we're trying to, you know, just do something different. You know what I'm saying? For me, it's different. It's a different avenue for me, because I'm strictly for music. And, you know, you got these guys and they play the game. So it got me into like, okay, and then you incorporate my music into the game. So it's like, it kind of like, it's the best of both worlds. I get to see what songs need to be in this background and get to have fun with the guys on the game. So it's cool. Like, it's a blessing in disguise, you know?
Bet. So I got 2 more questions for you. I want to talk about any upcoming work or projects, shows, stuff you want to promote.
If anybody seen my Instagram, I know I've been teasing. I know I've been teasing a lot. I got this song called Outsiders that's coming out. You know what I'm saying? So as far as like any projects that's coming out, I don't want to really spill the beans on that, but I do got a project coming out, you know what I'm saying? And it's going to be geared to just my life and just everything that I had to do to get to where I'm at. meaning jobs, sacrificing my time, talking about like just in general my family, just my whole life that make up me, and like, you know what I'm saying, me. So I mean, I'm very excited about this project. It's not done. It's about 85% done, but the leading single to the project should just show you how much my hard work is, and I will be performing that for today, for sure.
All right, and last question, we got a segment called Words from the Future. Just give some advice, anything you want to leave with the audience?
Stay sucker free. That's the best thing I can really tell you. Stay sucker free, man. What I mean by that is just, you know, like the most gangster shit you could ever do is take care of your family, stay out the way, mind your business, keep your nose clean. That is the best thing you could do in this fucking world. And those words I didn't even get from me. I got that shit from my pops. My pops tell me that every day. You know what I'm saying? Like, I speak to my dad every day. That he's in my corner every day. That's like my conscience and my voice of reason every time I leave the crib. You know what I'm saying? So God bless that I'm able to have great parents that could, you know, allow me to see what the real is and not be tricked by these fake shits that's going on. You know what I'm saying? Just stay sucker free. It's hard. It's very, 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 very easy to be a fuck nigga. It's very, very hard to be a good person. Trust and believe.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. That is another episode of Sounds of the Future TV. Wish you the best in the future and everything.
What? Who you telling, man?
Yes,
I'm
sir,
gonna definitely
bro.
see you at the top.
Yes, sir.
You going to the top right with me, guys.
Hey, we'll see you there, bro. We're signing out. Sounds of Future TV.
Back in the field, back like I never left, ready to spill. Only got one shot, I go for the kill. Could've went platinum if I took the drill, but I found a better way without a deal.